Hi, I'm Hannah from Singletrack, and I'm here with David Turner again. And last time I saw him, I asked you about e-bikes, and then I stood here for a while you talked about e-bikes. And then this time we were standing talking about the past, and you said old is mold. So there'll be retro bike people like crying, going, "Oh my God! Like, how come you don't treasure the old stuff that you've got?"
Well, the truth is that I discard and or offload trash, even old stuff, and I don't know why, but it holds no, my old designs, they're the past, and I can look at them and say, oh, I do appreciate the work, my work. I can be proud of that dropout, but I just don't want the whole bike or a frame laying around taking up space. It doesn't mean anything to me because I'm never going to ride it. So I try to keep stuff that is still usable. And if it's not usable, and it isn't just bicycles, it's other stuff, I just try not to collect stuff.
Okay, so it's a general life thing. It's not.
Yes.
It's not exclusively bicycles.
Anti-hoarding.
Oh well, I can get with that. Yeah. And so, are you living in the present then, riding the bikes that you want to ride now?
Yes. So several years ago, we started making a aluminum cyclocross bike. Oh, aluminium, spelled different. Aluminium cyclocross bike. And then, of course, it quickly led to riding it on dirt roads, off-season, throughout most of the year, etc. And then, of course, this thing called gravel. And it happened, internationally. And over time, ended up working with titanium. And I basically just started going towards bikes that, again, like you so succinctly put, it's like, these are the bikes I want to ride. So I'm riding, first of all, riding gravel bikes on mountain bike trails, you quickly figure out that they're really not the best tool for the job.
Right.
So that led to the hardtail mountain bike, which I know is sacrilege for Turner bikes because we did 20 plus years of full suspension only. And, but I'm really enjoying riding the hardtail mountain bike as well as the gravel because of maybe it's the challenge of riding the same type of terrain that I have for so long, or going places and picking new lines. So it's not that you can't ride the hardtail or even a gravel bike on rougher terrain. It's the excitement is in riding that terrain differently.
Yeah.
Viewing it differently. It's the same damn piece of dirt, but you can ride it so many different ways depending on what you're riding. And I'm enjoying the challenge, really enjoying the challenge.
So you don't fancy the challenge then of riding your trails on one of the bikes from early days then?
Okay, so, all right, full disclosure, there is an event in Southern California that has a vintage race, and I do have a 94 Turner burner that I have raced in it, and honestly, I won't do it again. I get the stink eye because people look at it and they don't think it's really old enough, right? It's a full suspension bike with cantilever brakes, right? And it's truly right down to the fork, a 1994. But when the word vintage is for this race, this specific race obviously, is thrown about, it's the bikes that are 10 years older. Right, the old, fully rigid.
Just not old enough. Yeah.
It's not old enough. It's kind of it's caught in the middle. So now maybe next year I'll bring it and just go for it. But yeah, that was the thing. Is I showed up. I was the only one on full suspension, and I kind of got this. Nobody wanted to talk to me.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
They're all Victor Vicente fans.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Otis Guy, Steve Potts, Steve Potts, old stuff, yeah. It was truly old.
And so you said that you've got some things you've got to get rid of. There might be people watching who are in love with old, but not that old, 1994 frames.
Yeah.
So what have you got in the cave that you're thinking about throwing away or selling?
Well, what's left in the cave is, I think, I wouldn't throw it away because it's, boy, talk about contradictions. Because it's like some of the stuff I've pitched in the past have been, 5 to 10-year-old stuff that I just, chop it up, recycle it. Throwing away, of course, we do it responsibly.
Yeah.
But the stuff that, I've got a few old DH bikes of the various models. And I'm not going to ever ride a 26-inch DH bike, but I know that there's people out there that we've been talking about off camera that are collecting that kind of stuff. And that's pretty cool
Crispy.
for them.
That's cool for them.
Uh,
I might have their contact details. If you want to get in touch and you're watching, I'll put you in touch with David. Yeah, you can have first refusal.
There you go. Yeah, I'll send pictures.
Cool. So old as mold, and now is great. What's coming in the future? Have you got any ideas for what's going to take you next? Are you going to go down country?
Well, actually, I believe the nitrous is down country.
Oh, okay.
So the nitrous
Who
hardtail,
knows? Make it up.
right? So it's a down country hardtail. So to me, down country means, should I be looking at you or you?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It all gets edited out anyway.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So to me, down country means, applying the geometry advancements that the whole mountain bike industry has experienced in the last 5 to 7 years to a shorter travel bike. So I've just taken it to a hardtail.
Right.
So, the nitrous is much longer reach, much longer top tube, effective top tube, and of course, much slacker head angle than, anything that I did, in 15, 14, 13 model years.
Okay.
So that's, to me, a down country, but it's a down country hardtail.
Well, okay, so cross country is going full suspension because it's getting gnarlier. So how about a new turner burner that's for the new cross country? Any chance?
Nothing's in the works right now,
Right.
but I'm always thinking about it. Yeah, yeah, you gotta. I don't know if it's an obsession or a job or I don't know what it is, but I can't ever quit thinking about it. It's just a matter of being able to have the bandwidth to get it all going.
Right. Cool. Well, we will get out of your hair so that you've got more bandwidth to think about the new things. So
right.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, Hannah.
Keep